Do you think that if we would have just shut down completely for the 6 weeks, it would have kind of made a bigger difference? Or we really don't know how the shutdown affected. I know how it affected the economy because I've spoken to a bunch of economists. But as far as other things, do you think that was the right call, the right way to go?
Well, we only have to look at China, right, which shut down pretty quickly, right? Um, they saw what was going on in Wuhan,
Mhm.
and they shut down all travel in and out of Wuhan, and then the rest of the country, and they did pretty well at controlling it. I was watching the outbreak maps early on, and for a while only in China did you see the dots where there were cases, right? And
Right.
then started to spread elsewhere. And then as it exploded globally, it went down and down in China. They did a great job at containing it. And I think they were very draconian in their shutdown, right? Everybody masked, but everybody's traced and tracked, right? You can't go anywhere without them knowing where you are. So
Mhm.
you couldn't leave your apartment. They'd come and get you and put you back in. And that worked. But could we do that in the US? I don't think so.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think we could shut down to that extent. And the other thing is we latched onto it late. We know now that there were cases in January. You pick up a few cases. I think in Washington, the West Coast, there were some of the earliest cases. If you pick up one case, there are already probably 100 that you haven't picked up yet. So I think, certainly shutting down to some extent would have helped. But if it's half baked, no. What I think would have been better would have been to have really widespread testing early on, which we didn't have for a long time. Because if you can test and see who's infected, you could then quarantine them and make a big inroads towards restricting the spread. But we didn't have that. And if we had from day one, boy, that would have made a big difference with moderate lockdowns and extensive testing. Then we could have controlled it. But we were late to get on the testing. And even now, our testing isn't all that great. There are a lot of, we should be testing very frequently in many parts of the country to see who's infected and restrict it, but we're not. We're not even
Right.
doing that.